Hey, Blur here, YouTube Army, and now talk about some mental health Army stuff. Wanted to hit you with some stuff right off the dome, right from the heart, having multiple personality disorder and schizophrenia, double whammy, can't forget the ADHD, hyperhidrosis, double whammy, and the bipolar PTSD. You know what I'm gonna say, double whammy, as the guy in Mad TV would say, taking it to a how never, you know what I'm about to say, level. Okay, let's be serious now. Alright, it's February 2018. January 2018 was a real humdinger, whatever that means, but yeah, the January definitely dissociated me more into my sapphire self. Kinda like Lisbeth Salander from The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. We're going to go through the ringer. Fill up or flip child self, Philly Prozac. Philly blunts. I don't smoke anymore. Philly Moskowitz, Phil the Thrill, Filodi, I don't know, all sorts of whatever. The child self, the Blur self, the warrior of God self that is heaven bent on going to hell to defeat Lucifer. Just trying to give you a rundown of what I deal with every day, so people might take it easy on me. Spiritually reborn, eternal Blur self. The whole kit and caboodle. It's everyone that knows me. My friends are golden. Rune, psycho self rune. The part of myself I'm trying to stay away from. The PTSD part of myself that only I fuse into that self when I'm in danger. So I'm really trying to live a really positive life. January, we're going to get into the rune and the sapphire self that is out of control right now because of what happened in January. A lot of males attacked me in YouTube Army. January, it spiraled out of control. And now, sapphire self is really coming out to try to lead the resistance, the feminist regime resistance against the entire to balance out the scales. I'm not part of the war, whatever's going on out there, political stuff of like saying that men are bad or anything, but there is a but. Since this is the analogy, since the cave era, the caveman era, you know that silly little joke cartoons that they show about the male caveman hitting the woman over the head with the club and dragging her back to the cave? That isn't funny. That is not funny. That's where it all began. And ever since then, I don't know how many thousands of years, maybe till 200 years ago, where women finally started to have a tiny bit of a voice in this cruel world. I can't even say the stuff that has happened. It's about balancing the scale. It's like the yin-yang wheel. This thing better be recording. It's like the yin-yang wheel of the masculine and feminine. There needs to be a balance. This is the #1 issue on planet Earth. So it's about balancing the scale. So the sapphire self has started new era in all women's rap movement. To get 1,000 women rap soldiers by next January 2019, and we march on the rap industry. You know what I'm talking about. So this is what happens when the dissociation gets worse. And today, trying to be real positive, and my fellow YouTube Army leaders are taking over all the emotional, dramatic stuff, the personal stuff. As my friend John said about taking things too personal. I'm staying away from all that stuff. Going to the cognitive, creative, building, business, charity, philanthropy, part. I want nothing to do with the personal. All my friends are golden. My friends don't do nothing to me. I'm going ghost. I'm a ghost now. I'm a digital ghost. That's what I am. And then you add schizophrenia on top of that. Being super psychic. I could hear people's thoughts sometimes. I could feel people's facial expressions. Also, energy, all sorts of stuff. It's not fun. It's a gift and a curse. So, just wanted to hit some stuff. I think that's pretty much it. I talked about schizophrenia. You want to talk about schizophrenia? When you diagnose schizophrenia and you don't even hear voices or hallucinate. I know that aliens are here. They run planet Earth. They have many Earths out there. We are part extraterrestrial. We are part where DNA from the cave, we're going back to the cave era again. When the cave people were like at 1% DNA, you know how they talk, it just has all this junk DNA. Well, since the cave era, we've been activating higher percentages of our DNA. This is so simple. This is proof. Now we're at like 15, 16% DNA. Look how alien we are, the stuff that we come up with. Extraterrestrials are 100% terrestrial extra DNA. You ever hear the saying, the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is just that little extra? Well, the difference between terrestrial and extraterrestrial, I'll leave you with this, you know what I'm about to say, is that little extra. You activate 1% of your DNA, you'll heal all ailments, all mental illness, everything. You gotta activate, you gotta live pure. Activate on a cellular level, on a pineal, spiritual, shark chakra level.